unreasonable and not valid. So you boleh nampak, actually you boleh nampak the term of unreasonable itself. Okay, next ground is under grounds of unfairness. Okay, basically this ground consists of a wider concept as compared to unreasonableness. Okay, so it focus on the grounds of inequality. Okay. Okay, for example of the case that discuss the concept of unfairness is when there is a breach of contract or representation on the part of the administration in its dealing with the subject. Then if an administrative action is motivated by improper motive or irrelevant consideration. Also, okay, if they took irrelevant consideration in making decision, also considered as unfairness. If the administration acts inconsistently to the prejudice of those relying on its previous representations or promises. So if ada prejudice pun considered as unfairness. And then if the action of administration smacks of this proportionality, maksudnya dia tak go according to the substantive law, also considered as unfairness. Okay, so in Malaysia, as we know, under Article 8 of Federal Constitution states that, okay, everything must be equal. Okay, so for example, if the authority made decision that in favor of a woman, for example, so it consists a gender discrimination, right? So this is totally against Article 8 of Federal Constitutions. Okay, therefore the decision is considered as null and void on the grounds of unfairness. Okay, next ground under misdirection of fact and law. Okay, this ground can be used where there is a misunderstanding or ignorance of an established relevant fact or law. In other words, okay, when the authority made decision, they must follow what have been required, okay, specified under the Parent Act. Okay, but if they made decision and ignore the law, so the decision meaning that the decision made by the authority contain a misdirection of fact and law. Okay, there is a test that can be seen from what the judge said in the Thammaside case. The test is whether in reaching the decision maker directed himself properly in law and in consequence took into consideration the matters which upon the true construction of the act he ought to have considered and excluded from his consideration matters that were irrelevant to what he had to consider. Okay, to conclude from this test is that when the authority made the decision by considering the irrelevant matters, by ignoring the relevant matters, therefore the decision made is the authority had ignored the law, okay, the facts and law. Therefore the decision made by this public authority considered as ultra vires. Okay, as for example, we have one case here, United Hokkien Cemeteries Penang against Majlis Bandaran Pulau Pinang. So the question of interpretation arose in this particular case as to whether a columbarium was a public place of worship. What is meant by a columbarium? Columbarium means a room or building for funeral. Okay, so this is for the non-Muslim. Okay, whether this columbarium was considered as public place of worship, maksudnya sebagai tempat suci, tempat ibadat, or not according to the section 134 of the Local Government Act 1979. If it considered as public place of worship, would be exempted from paying assessment to the state government. So the federal court in this case held that it could be regarded as public place of worship and that the state authority had exercised its discretion wrongly in the sense that it had been exercised without a full and proper consideration of its scope. Okay, so like what happened in this case, okay, the state government in this case fail to, state authority in this case fail to exercise the decision according to the law. Okay, so they have ignored the law, therefore it considered as ultra bias. Okay. Next ground is grounds of delay in making decision. Okay, delay here means that when it takes so long, okay, unreasonable delay, so the decision later made considered as injustice against the applicant. Okay, so it becomes unlawful. For example, in the case of pemungut hasil tanah daerah Barat Daya Pulau Pinang against Ong Gai Kee, 7 years was considered as unreasonable delay. And in the case of pemungut hasil tanah daerah Barat Daya Penang against Kam Jin Pai, 8 years in making decision also considered as unreasonable delay. Okay, therefore it will becomes unlawful injustice against the landowner in this case. And the final grounds of review of discretionary power is the grounds of unreasoned decision. Okay, basically under administrative law, there is no general requirements stated that no general duty on the part of the administrative, okay, to provide a reasoned decision. Maksudnya dia bukanlah mandatory for the authority to give reason when they make the decision. Okay, however, okay, as we can see in the case of Minister of Labour Malaysia against Sanjeev Oberoi and another, okay, the authority basically have, okay, to provide the reason for decision. Okay, maksudnya we need to know what are the legal reasoning behind of this decision made by the public authority. Okay, so in other words, yes, public authority may provide may provide reason for every decision made by them. Okay. Alright, so basically we have covered all the 9 grounds, okay, of 9 grounds of discretionary power, okay, under the grounds of abuse of power. So if you have any question, okay, you may ask me through the method that we have used here. Okay, so kalau rasa macam still tak faham, okay, boleh see me for consultation. Alright, okay, and then nanti I akan bagi test lah for you all. Okay, so thank you everyone. Assalamualaikum.